This evening with new details on that massive fire at a storage facility in Temple Terrace and the rights you have as a renter. This is 10 Tampa Bay at 6. I'm Dave Wagner.
And I'm Courtney Robinson. For the second time in nearly 2 weeks, a massive fire broke out at a CubeSmart storage facility in Hillsborough County. The first was in Riverview on February 21st. Overnight in Temple Terrace, firefighters spent nearly 9 hours fighting this fire. And
investigators just told us it does not appear the fire was intentionally set. 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser is there live with more on what we know so far and the questions this raises about protecting yourself and your belongings. Eric?
Yeah, it sure does, Dave. And consider this, 38% of Americans use self-storage. So there's an awful lot at risk.
I'm watching the news this morning, and that's how I heard.
Linda Webster was one of dozens of renters left wondering just how bad it is. Damage from an overnight fire that moved through dozens of units at the CubeSmart self-storage on 56th Street in Temple Terrace.
I'm concerned because I have items there that I have been purchasing over time to start my business.
For Webster, it was her inventory. For others, personal belongings, even vehicles. Another fire at the CubeSmart in Riverview less than 2 weeks earlier damaged several units there as well.
If you bypass the insurance, something like this can happen and then you have to take a loss. So I would recommend having your storage unit, no matter what it is, if it has value to you, then insure it.
Industry experts say that's good advice. For most, an existing homeowner's or renter's insurance policy will usually cover items in storage, but not everything and not always the full amount. According to website move.org, most major storage companies, including CubeSmart, require insurance and will make it available to those without an existing policy.
I was going to actually move things in today.
Malachi Hoskins calls it a miracle. He had to delay moving items into the unit he had rented here just 2 days ago.
I had probably things that were going to be moved in there that were probably valued at least right at $5,000. And they were mostly antiques and furnitures and paintings and things like that. So I thank God I didn't lose any of them.
Very fortunate, and we've watched several frustrated renters pull up to the gate here all day long. The facility itself is still not open as the investigation continues. Still no word on what the cause of the fire was, but as you were saying at the beginning of all of this, yes, they do believe that this was not set intentionally. It was likely an accident. As for injuries, one person was hurt by the fire, not a firefighter, but a civilian. About 3 hours into the fire itself, they were taken to a local hospital where we're told they're in stable condition. Reporting live in Temple Terrace, Eric Glasser, 10 Tampa Bay.